G'day. G'day, mates. It's me, Mike. And yeah, yesterday I I fucked up. I didn't even have my mic turned on. How silly. You know, I'm gonna double check. Yes, it's on. It's on. No need to worry about that. So, yeah. I finished my last subject of uni. That was like about almost a week ago. We got that finished Monday, Tuesday. And yeah, that's my last ever uni assessment. Hopefully ever. There's no guarantees that I've passed them all just yet. My grades will be certified on the 3rd, I believe. The 3rd of next month. Or 4th. Only then will I fully know. Because, yeah. And hopefully it will all be completely passed, and that'll be it for me uni-wise. Anyway, let's do a slideshow. Just because I'd rather look at different things. Hang on, is there settings I can choose to change the slideshow? Fuck, I can't even do a slideshow properly. You know what, fuck it, I'll just keep it like this. So this is our Appaloosa mini horse or pony or whatever. Name is Admiral, and I was basically responsible for keeping him healthy. He's in a bigger field now. He's still alive, of course, but he's in a bigger field, not just in that little space. Anyway, that's an alpaca. I think that one's passed on into the spirit realm or whatever. It's called Lightning. Was called Lightning. It's dead now, but anyway, we'll just keep it on. There's our goats. This is my cow. He's called Black Moo because he's a black cow. So we'll just leave it on that. Leave it on that photo. So I thought might as well celebrate this momentous occasion. You know, I'm finally finishing up on my academic journey. I'll probably still do a couple of small courses and shit like that. And all sorts of stuff. So I thought... where is it? I thought I'd tell you a little story. A little story about my academic journey. I'll learn how to do better live streams as well, how to do the music properly and all that sort of shit. But for now, you just have to suck it up. For now, I suppose. I don't know. Or you could just watch someone else who's better at this shit than I am. But yeah, my main kind of content is video creation. Oh fuck, now I'm yawning like a mother. I'm not really the live streaming type. I do live streams, but only... Yeah, anyway, enough about that. Let's tell the story of my university journey. It was a nice day in late February 2020. Actually, I can't even remember what the weather was like, but I think there was a drought on around about then. Actually, no, I think this was after afterwards, because I went to see went to see a bunch of Carlton players train down at Maroochydore, and then after I got back, the dam was full because it rained a lot. Oh, hang on. Yes, this one's the friendliest. So yeah, it rained a lot. And of course it rained the day I wanted to see the boys train. And yeah, so I got back. Then I went to my uni's O week. And I met a bunch of people. Well, I met like a couple of people. A couple of new people. Oh, I'm sick of this fucking yawning! Anyway. These people, I would never meet again. That's only because, well, I don't know. They were in different courses to me. Also, because I'm an autist, I accidentally say stuff that may sound like a sexual innuendo. And I think it came across as that way. But I'm not a sexual guy, I'm not romantic, I'm none of that sort of shit, okay? I'm none of that. Honestly, this is what porn does to society. It makes everything about sex, doesn't it? Fucking yawning. Again, yawning. Maybe it's just because I've got my doors shut and all that. Anyway, so we travelled the campus. You know, I'll put on some different music. I'm sick of hearing the same old music every time. Yes, there we go. There we go. So, yeah. We travelled around the campus, learnt all about this shit, you know. It's a very quiet campus. Fucking yawning, I'm sick of it. It's a very quiet campus. It's actually quite nice. Though it was kind of depressing how quiet it is, you know, because it's like, you know, I wanted that kind of lifestyle, you know, the UCSB bullshit, that, you know, where there's like lots of different people I could meet and, you know, all that sort of stuff. Suppose that's the kind of, you know, the desires of a certain supreme gentleman. Get lots of friends, be accepted. Get laid. No, I'm just kidding. Fuck that shit. Though, or should I say don't fuck it, because, you know, don't want to fuck it. So yeah. My mind just went blank. So yeah, explored around, did all the usual shit that you do in an O-week orientation. Did that usual stuff. Now the first day was March the 9th, 2020, I believe. And it was exciting, it was all exciting and everything. A new chapter of my life was about to begin, I guess. So, yeah. The first... fucking yawning, I'm sick of it. I am actually tempted to get a Pepsi Max right now. Genuinely tempted, because it might give me some fucking energy. But I'm not going to, because I've pledged to myself that I would never drink another Pepsi in my life, or as long as possible. See, it's part of my diet. Anyway, so the first year I had 4 different subjects. Wait, not 4 subjects. I had 4 subjects per semester. I don't know how they do it in other unis, but that's how they do it at CQU. 4 different ones, and they were all core subjects. You didn't have to study all 4 of them straight up. You could just like choose to do one different class or whatnot. It's not like school, you know. But if you want to get it done as quickly as possible, you study all 4. You study 4 of them per term. Anyway, it's what I did for the first 2 years, but we're talking about the first year at the moment. We're talking about the first year. So yes, there was just the introductory kind of units, a couple of them. And I was on campus at first. There wasn't actually that many people in the classes. There was probably like 10, 20 at most. Probably around about 15. And of course I typed in my password, just random numbers and letters, so I couldn't remember it. So I decided to take in my shitty Dell laptop that fucking makes a shit ton of noise and overheats, that I've still got, that I use for my live streams until now. So I got that in, and of course it was embarrassing, you know, having to sit there with this loud ass laptop around all these other students. Of course it was embarrassing as fuck. Yeah, I'll just do that tree one. Actually, no, I think I'll find a good one. Hang on, which one's the best? I think that one's probably the best. Yeah, so I went on a little bit of a photography adventure in the late 2010s. But yeah. So that was embarrassing, but something good did come out. We were doing that, you know, for the first 4 weeks. Then fucking COVID hit. You know what COVID was like. It's pretty much ruined the economy, let's be honest. Oh, God. It's pretty much ruined the economy. And I got kind of upset. That fourth week. That was the last time I ever went into a university campus for a lecture, like ever. And that was big sad. But so be it. Now, it wasn't just COVID that was the reason why I didn't go in from 2021 onwards, why I didn't just go back in, but it was also because there was a lack of students. And it was like, what's the point of going into a classroom if there's like nobody there? It's like a waste of petrol. A waste of petrol. But yeah, first year again. Oh my God, I'm tired. So, first year, I was upset about it, but it wasn't because, you know, I was going to go back to, you know, being in the house all the time. It was because I met a girl. Yes. You can see where this is going. So, during one of my classes, it was like a communications class. This was a day when there was like 2 lectures on, and you know, there was a small break in between. You know. So I was like, we'll just go straight there. But anyway, this one chick, she noticed me for some reason. You know, giving me the smile or whatnot. You know, those kind of signs. And yeah, so She decided to approach me for some reason. Yes! Do girls actually approach guys? Oh my god. I already feel like I'm boring everyone. I need some fucking caffeine, man. I need some caffeine really badly. Anyway. So after the second lecture, when I went outside, like, I thought I was gonna lose her, you know how you go to, like, a crowd and, you lose people in the crowd. I thought that was what was gonna happen, she was gonna leave before I could get out, all that stuff. Surprisingly, she actually waited for me, and we had a quick chat and all that sort of stuff. I don't know what drew her to me or whatever. Maybe it was just that I didn't care anymore about that sort of stuff. I'd be lying though if I said I didn't care, but maybe it's just because I unknowingly have a good vibe or something. I don't know. But yeah, we talked for a bit. She said her name though. I forgot it, of course. Of course, me being the name forgetter that I am. So, yeah. Talked a little bit about, stuff. I found out that she was in her final year. That she was in her final year. She only was studying it for a diploma in digital media. I was going the full hog, the full bachelor's degree. Yeah, she just did the diploma, and she was doing it part-time as well. So yeah, she started in 2019, but she also was in the STEPS program because she was mentally gifted, shall we say. Mentally gifted. Fuck it. I think we can listen to Minecraft soundtracks. I like this one. Chirp. Probably gonna get copyrighted to death after this. So, yeah. Why do I keep saying that? Fuck's sake. So yeah. Anyway. So of course I forgot her name and I thought, I was gonna lose my one chance to find love in university or whatnot, Because no one else approached me. That's just kind of the truth of being a man, You don't get approached. Well, I don't, anyway. And I actually have come to accept that, embrace that now, because it's like, people are annoying. Let's just face it. People have annoying habits. Can be all around pains in the neck. But yeah, I felt something special when I met her. So we did Zoom. That's how we did our lectures. We used Zoom. We didn't use Teams, we didn't use Skype, we didn't even use Discord. We used a relatively new software called Zoom. I don't know who invented Zoom, but yeah, Skype really fucked up when they didn't capitalize on COVID. But I think Skype was on the downfall anyway, because a lot of younger people now, they use Discord, because Discord's just got much better voice chatting software. So, yeah. The second I saw her face, I knew it was her. When we were in the Zoom meeting. That, as I mentioned, she was only studying part-time, so she only did 2 classes. But I knew it was her. But of course, I was a pussy, and never actually, talked to her. Because the thing is, I needed an excuse to talk to somebody, I needed a practical reason, instead of just trying to be friends like I should have. Like, I should have just been like that. You gotta... I'm always the type of person that needs a reason for everything. Except gun ownership, of course. No, even then you need a good reason. Anyway. Luckily for me, soon enough, I would find my reason. In the communications subject, we had a final assignment. It was a group assignment. So I sent her an email. Asking if she wanted to be in a group with me. And luckily for me, she said yes. She said yes. And so I emailed the lecturer, said that we were going to be in a group. And she added another woman into our group as well. Another young woman. Well, I think she was still a teen, or she was like 18, 19. Didn't have her gap year. A lot of people don't have a gap year nowadays. I don't understand why. Like, you should at least try to experience the world, outside of academia. Instead of just being a fucking try-hard. So, yeah. I cannot think of a song to use. And this fucking hair keeps on getting in my face. Oh, fuck it, we'll just stick with this one. Oh, I know what we can do. We can look at my best photographs. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? I literally woke up at 3 a.m. to get that photo. Though, to be fair, I didn't exactly intend to wake up at 3 a.m. or even to get that photo. I just, woke up. So yeah, we'll play this fucking song. So yeah. What was I gonna say? We added each other on Discord, and we would chat, not too frequently, though the frequency got more as we went on. It did kind of fluctuate, but the usual call lasted for like 2 hours, and it was always after the uni lectures. There's a part of me that misses that, but at the same time, I'm actually kind of don't mind. I do not care. So it was a good time, talking to her about life. Though I had a couple of mental breakdowns as a result. It kind of made me realize I needed to get a job. And I did, just to prove my worth. And that's a whole nother story, my first ever job. But yeah. I didn't get that until the second term, or just before the second term. I don't know anymore. I don't know. So I didn't get that until then. But yeah, we did the final assignment. Basically what we had to do, we had to write like 5 articles on certain communicative subjects. So I remember I was analysing a VB ad or something, a solar powered VB ad. Well, I did 2 of them. She did 2, and the other team member did 2. It could have been 3 each. Oh yeah, it was 3 each. And so we mostly did them by ourselves. I don't even know why it was a group assignment. It was a blog thing, so yeah. I think I deleted the blog. I don't know. But I haven't touched it in years. So, yeah, if you want to look it up, too fucking bad. I'm not telling you my name or her names. Hers, the 2 women's names. I'm not telling you that. But yeah. Why do I keep saying but yeah? For fuck's sake. The final times, near the end of that one day I got up. I was like, I had barely done any of them. I did like little bits of it. And she was like, oh, I finished all of mine now. And she did them like all in one night. And I had a look through. I was like, I'll give you some feedback. And let me tell you, it was the most dreadful fucking assignment, most dreadful essay I had ever fucking read. Ever. Like, say what you want about Elliot Rodger, about, you know, what he did. It was really fucked up. But at least the dude could write. Whereas, like, it was just incomprehensible. It was like, oh my god. I couldn't believe what I was reading. Like, I thought my English was bad when I was a kid, you know. But it made me look like fucking Shakespeare. Made my English look like Shakespeare. So I tried giving her feedback. I was like, I was going one by one, little parts. And I was like, you should make this sentence a bit like this, so it's easier to read. Went like that and that. And then, like, she kind of just had a bit of a panic attack, which is understandable. But truth be told, it certainly wasn't helpful for her. That's the thing though. I know you can't control it, but if you wanna do better in life, you have to at least try to keep level-headed. That's just kind of a thing. You can't like, you know, have a temper tantrum. You can't. Yeah, well, you probably could once in a while if you need to let your emotions out. But if you want to succeed, you can't make it a habit. You can't make it you can't be a habitual crybaby. You have to do instead of say. Unfortunately for me, my job is mostly about saying rather than doing. Well, to be fair, I do a lot of video editing. I pretty much make everything in my videos except the music. But the most valuable part of my work is what I say, rather than just the editing techniques and all that. You know, it's what I have to say. Anyway. So I looked through them all. I didn't actually get through all of them. I just got through the beginning of like the first one for her. Before she had a meltdown, and I was just like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. You know, you're only able to help, like, you're only able to be helped as much as you're willing to help yourself, and you're willing to open up and listen. That's just the truth of life. Like, if you can't help yourself, you can't be saved. As I said, look at Elliot Rodger. I think the main reason he did what he did was because he was too arrogant, he was too full of himself, and too closed-minded that he couldn't take any advice, he couldn't listen to other people, he thought he was the best, he thought... See, that's a dangerous mentality to have, is to think that you know best, no matter what. That's just a dangerous way of thinking. You've got to question everything, you've got to question the way you think, the way you do things... You know, it's not just questioning yourself, it's questioning others as well, but I think that the thing that you have most control over is yourself. Unless you're like, you've got a crippling injury and you're like being forced to be in a wheelchair or whatnot, then that's something that's out of your control. But yeah, that's the thing. If you want help, if you want to be helped, you have to be able to help yourself as well. That's something I learnt, I don't know how long ago, but ages ago. Years ago, I don't know. And I've been like on that train since. So yeah, due date comes and goes. We get all of our posts put in. I'll admit I got Mum to have a look at my stuff, but more as like in a feedbacky kind of way, you know? You need to give people a look for like feedback. And she made her suggestions, all that sort of stuff. I listened, I tweaked my work based on that. Yeah, got mine submitted. We got all of our assignments submitted, thank goodness. Right on to due date. So term 1 has come and gone. I think the biggest thing as well with term 1, it was kind of the realization now that I'm an adult and I have to take responsibility for myself and, to an extent, my immediate family. Though I was already doing some work and stuff like that around the property, it's just I've kind of realized I have to, you know, start making money. I have to start doing more around the place, paying the bills, stuff like that. And when I was working full-time, I did pay for, like, every time I went grocery shopping, all that sort of stuff. Lucerne, I did pay. But yeah. So yeah, term 1 came and went, and I was on holidays. I can't remember how long that was. I think it was for a month. There's one clingy, which is sad. Me to like